Chapter 27. 3 months later, Annie and I stepped aboard a luxury yacht moored in Alex's hometown of Dunedin, Florida. Dad was standing on the deck with Bruno by his side. Bruno wagged his tail when he saw us, and Dad said, "Welcome aboard, you two." "Thanks for letting us use your boat, Dad," I said. "I think you need to get used to calling me Scott," he said. "It would be awkward if someone overheard you." Alex was also there with Lisa, who looked like she might have a baby at any moment. I knew her due date wasn't for a few more weeks, so I tried not to worry. "It's so good to see you two again," I said. "Where are the kids?" "They are at home. My parents are there watching them," she said. Lisa hugged Annie and said, "I don't know what we would have done without you guys. We are so happy you are here. You both look wonderful." "Thank you," Annie said. "I can't tell you how happy we are to be here." We went inside, where many people were standing around conversing. Most were dressed in casual Florida attire. Many had drinks in their hands. A small bar was set up on one end, and a makeshift stage on the other. There were chairs and sofas crammed together along the perimeter, leaving the center space open. Dr. Carr was the first to notice us, and she said, "Hello, Annie. Hello, John." "Hello, Sarah," Annie said. "We're so happy you could come to Florida," I said. "Who could resist a trip to Florida on a yacht?" she said. "You came with Dad? I mean, you came with Scott? Did he not tell you we are a thing now?" "Must have slipped his mind, but I'm pleased he found a wonderful woman like you," I said. "I'm happy for you too," Annie said. "You didn't know about Scott and Sarah?" came a voice from behind. I turned and saw the General and his wife. "Brian, Marianne, it's so good to see you. I didn't recognize you in that Hawaiian shirt and shorts, Brian." "Now that I'm retired, this is how I always dress," Brian said. "What you might not know is that Brian and I decided to take some time off and see the world," Marianne said. "We figured Florida was a good place to start." "That sounds like a lot of fun," Annie said. "What will you do when you return?" "We thought maybe we would get into the dog training business, since I do have experience with dogs," she said. "Part of the business would be teaching people how to handle their dogs, like a dog training school. The other part would be a nonprofit dedicated to training and providing service dogs for vets. Do you know that a veteran with PTSD is 3 times less likely to commit suicide if they have a service dog?" "I didn't know that," Annie said, "but I can certainly believe it's true." "That sounds like a very worthwhile cause," I said. "I hope you guys have a wonderful trip, and best of luck to you in your new business." "Thanks so much," Marianne said. "By the way, we are happy to see Bruno is doing well." "He never ceases to amaze me," Annie said. "He will be going back to work with me soon." Just then, Annie's parents and her brother Michael approached us. Her mom hugged her and then me. Her dad hugged Annie and shook my hand. "It's good to see you again, John," he said. "It's good to see you again too, sir," I said. "Bob," he said. "Call me Bob. I've told you that before." Michael hugged Annie and shook my hand. "I guess I was wrong about you," he said. "You're a good man." "Thank you, Michael," I said. I saw my parents and waved at them. They came over, and I said, "Mom, Dad, do you remember Annie's parents, Bob and Linda, and her brother Michael?" "Sure," Mom said. "It's good to see you all again." We then felt the boat start to move. We watched out the windows as it navigated out of the marina and into the intracoastal waterway. After several minutes, we made our way into the Gulf of Mexico. About 15 minutes later, the boat stopped and the engines shut down. Scott got on the stage and picked up the microphone. He said, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are blessed to have every one of you on board today. As you know, it is a very special day. We are here to witness the wedding of my good friends, Annie Hansen and John Thomas. These two are very special to me. Some of you here know how special. Now, can I get the bride and groom and the best man and maid of honor up on the stage?" Annie and I stepped onto the stage. Alex and Marianne followed a few seconds later. The captain came out and took the microphone from Scott. "As the captain of this beautiful yacht, it is my great pleasure and honor to be here today with Annette Hansen and Jonathan Thomas as they embark on their journey together as husband and wife. Marriage is a promise, but it is much more than that. It is 2 hearts, 2 souls, 2 lives becoming one. It is a lifetime commitment to always be there for one another. It is a commitment to always give each other all the love you have, knowing it will come back to you in an endless cycle. Today, you, Annette, and you, Jonathan, will promise to support each other through all the ups and downs that life gives you, to laugh together, to cry together, to share in each other's joys and sorrows, and to grow old together. Annie and John, your love for each other has brought you here today, and the love of family and friends has filled this place with people who want to share this special day with you. As you stand here together on this beautiful ocean, may the sea of life always be calm, and may your journey be filled with love, joy, and happiness. Do you, Jonathan, take Annette to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold through sickness and health, as long as you both shall live? I do, I said. Do you, Annette, take Jonathan to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold through sickness and health, as long as you both shall live? I do, she said. And now, by the authority vested in me, I pronounce you husband and wife. Jonathan, now is a good time to kiss your bride. Annie and I kissed, and the crowd erupted in cheers. 2 hours later, as the party started winding down and the boat was heading back to shore, Annie and I stood on the deck alone. She said, "I've wanted to tell you something important, but I was waiting for the perfect moment. I think that moment is now." "Oh yeah? What do you want to tell me?" I asked. "I'm pregnant." You've reached the end of Identity Crisis. I hope you enjoyed the book. I'd like to know what you thought. Please leave a comment below or leave a review on Goodreads or wherever this book is sold. If you'd like more content like this, tap subscribe and then hit the bell. That way, you'll get notified instantly when I post. To learn more about this series and other books by Charles Huss, please visit charleshuss.com.